y'all don't really want it like that. Yeah. Here comes the, no. Here comes the, oh. Here comes the, y'all don't really want it like that. Yeah. Here comes the.
Hello, League Gamers, and welcome back to episode 3 of LGAHL Rink Talk. I'm your host, Dunks, and we got some familiar faces from last season with us again this week. We'll start off with the man of the hour, Bryson66 himself. How are you, my friend?
I am doing fantastic on this Friday evening. Thank you for having me on board.
You can tell from that laugh that he was thinking about saying something really dumb.
Bryson doesn't say dumb things. We save that for other members of our panel. Speaking of which, Garrus, how are you?
Just fan-freaking-tastic after how this week went.
Oh, yeah, this week went great. What do you mean? We're like second in the division. We're doing great. Dave, welcome to the team.
Welcome to the team. I've been part of the team. Screw you.
No.
But I gotta say, Bryson, since you were on overdrive last week, that must make you the most passed around media member in LGA.
I'm the town bike. Everyone gets a ride.
Oh, that's just wrong. See, we're better than that here.
Passed around more than Brody at a season 29 ban list party.
Okay, see, now we're just taking too many shots.
That's a bold take, Dave.
I don't know how I feel right now. Brody's gonna watch this and watch. He's gonna chew my ass later for this. So news this week. Do we have news this week?
Van Hutton's passed around like a bicycle.
The Hutton effect.
Look,
Bryson, you're my friend. I've known you for like 3 years now, but getting Dan Hutton is literally gonna be the reason that I can't say it on the show. Can't say it.
Hockey's too easy. You got to add a little drama effect, so I figured Dan Hutton was perfect.
Yeah,
That's
I mean,
true.
it feels like we go to high school with some of these managers. You know, some of the drama that, you know.
Some of these managers, some of these players. It's like a high school. It's like a high school.
Oh, my God, some of the drama and some of the rules that managers have to follow that are totally a part of the rule book. But, you know, I'm not going to get into that about dealing with some people. But, you know.
I appreciate that, Tintin. I had to make that reference. Shout out to Tino.
Yeah, we have personal attacks on air.
It's not a personal attack. Was that a box of goldfish you just dragged across the screen?
Goldfish.
I hate you so much. Is that what you were eyeing? I saw you like when you were looking over before or talking before. You were like this. I'm wondering if that's what you were looking at.
Because you wouldn't let me go to Taco Bell because, you know, recording.
Well, we gotta get this stuff done. I gotta work tomorrow morning for some reason.
It closes at 11, so chop chop.
All right, I'm sorry. All right. Anything else we want to talk about? Dave's on the team now. Anything important? Nothing really happened this week.
I get what you mean now. Team, hockey team, not media. Go! You silly guy.
Your gamer tag makes sense now.
I just wanted to congratulate Texas on the 38 trades they've made this season. That's all I want to say.
But Texas is a great team. They're really just killing it.
Yep. Anything else? Any interesting news? Nah, it's kind of been slow. The media team's been doing well. Kind of excited to see what is produced this week. But other than that, it's kind of been a slow week.
Oh, I will say, too, that Tucson game versus Bakersfield, we got to highlight that.
How could we forget that? 47 seconds. We needed an extra regulation point.
That was the
Bryson,
best game
remind me, if ever in that situation again, let's just quit while we're ahead.
Yep, I agree.
All right. Well, try to make this show quick and short because I want to go to sleep, and so does everybody else.
13-hour shift tomorrow.
Nobody asked.
I know, but I told you.
Touche. All right, so let's go ahead and roll right into our next segment. We're going to do our top players and our shit players this week. So, without further ado, we'll start off with Bryson, who's waving his arms around like a dumbass. Bryson, who do you have for your top forward this week? Our top gun.
Top gunner, as Arsenal would say. I looked around and I think man, it was tough. There was a couple guys I wanted to go with, but this one stood out to me because one of the stats that people tend to look off a lot is the productivity that one guy contributes to a line. And Tino never even, Tino and I discussed a little bit about the advanced player stats. Not many people even know they exist or what they mean. And one of them is scoring factor. How much do you contribute to your line success? And this man obviously is contributing a lot. And the man I'm talking about is from San Antonio Rampage, Calgary Flames. He put up 12 points this week. And out of the 3 games he played, his team put up 13 goals. So he was responsible for 12 of 13 goals. To me, that's a lot of production from one player. Beat Cleveland. Cleveland's a good team. Chicago and Bakersfield. But I mean, that's good production based on how your line's doing. It goes to show you how important he is to their line for him.
Definitely. I was actually looking at him to highlight him. But I don't know, that San Antonio is a good team, and they were supposed to be a great team coming out of bidding, but they really turned it around. Yeah, it's the division, man. It's the division. It's so unbelievable. It's ridiculous, in all honesty. Dave, who do you got?
This week I picked from the Manitoba Moose, Gord X37. I feel like I haven't highlighted any of the Meese this season, so I chose him because he went +5 on the week. He had 13 points. Overall, he had a really good week. His takeaway giveaway ratio could use a little bit of work, but that's okay. He's putting up the points and the wins. 9-0 on the season so far, too, by the way, like his line mates.
No, I agree. Manitoba's had a great season to start. But we don't talk about them for a reason. We're petty assholes, and after last season, we refuse to talk, even with Fourth and Lindgren and all the rest of them gone. We just ignore them. Sean, who do you got?
Just one last thing on Dave. We came so close to making him 8-1, but things happen. But anyway, moving on. I chose for my top gunner from the Charlotte Checkers, the Charlotte Meese, the Charlotte Checkers. Charlotte. I chose Buzz Miller, 23, center, 3-0 on the week, 8 goals, 4 assists, 12 points. Only a +2, but I mean, doing pretty well. Charlotte, I'd say they're underrated. You got to give people love that are not on just under the radar teams. You got to highlight them. Make them feel special, make them feel warm and fuzzy inside.
Not bad. I'll be honest, Charlotte, they've had a really strong start to the season, so well-deserved for them. Hopefully they can keep it up. Moving on to my Top Gun this week, we're going with Sauce and Pucks, the newly acquired Stockton Heat this week. He went 3-0 against 3 playoff teams. He shut out San Jose, shut out Ontario, and beat Chicago 5-2. He had 8 points, 5 goals and 3 assists with a +6 on the week. One thing I did want to talk about for sure was his 15 takeaways in those 3 games. So he was getting 5 takeaways a game, which is, through great forecheck or great defense, either way. I mean, great job by him for sure. I don't really want to roll right into my shitter of the week. I want to save it. So Sean, who's your shitter of the week on forward?
My shitter of the week on forward is Mike Shitter, 19, left wing from the Hershey Squirts. 0-3, 1 goal, 0 assists, 1 point, -6. How can you be that so bad in the AHL? I do not know. Please, where have your thumbs gone? Has it gone up your ass? Like the shit that's coming out of you. You were literally a good forward in the past seasons, and you can only put up 1 point in a week. I could literally play with my eyes closed or my monitor off, and I could somehow find the back of the net.
Sometimes we wonder.
Sometimes I do wonder.
I was going to say, you tee yourself up.
I am reformed this season. I am 7-2, so you have no room to talk, Josh.
Yeah, but the type of shit that you put in last season.
But Bryson does. But Bryson, some things about him and Stockton, Anyway, but that is my share of the week. Mike Shea, one goal, 1 lone goal in the, congratulations.
All right. Since Bryson seemed to have a lot to say during that one, who do you got, buddy?
Well, my description of this player won't be as descriptive as Garris. Obviously, he has a bit of a scat fetish, so we're going to leave that to him and keep that in his own thoughts. But for my what are we calling this? The shitter? Is that what we're calling it?
We normally call it in the danger zone, but you know, everything's all fucked up this week. We're
Oh,
just
do I need to put my glasses on and Top Gun? I'm gonna go with wow, that's a crazy name for it.
Loggins.
Yeah, Kenny Loggins, man. I hear him jamming out right now. I'm gonna go with a former mate lad. I'm gonna go with Philzy Bertonsky. 0-3 week. I believe he was on this list before. If I was following your shows. He had 1 point, came against Hershey, -5. Just you know, Providence and Wilkes-Barre, they're a good team, so he's, you know, it's not like he's playing the worst teams, but man, 1 goal in 3 games is just no productivity, especially from a man getting paid $4 million. You know, it's a really questionable bid for the man, but poor Brett. Hopefully he can pick it up or get put with some guys that know what they're doing, but clearly not a good week for Brett, and we'll see how he does throughout the rest of the season.
Unfortunately, he will not get the chance to do that because he was banned in PSN this past week, so he will also be banned in Xbox once we get off our asses and do our jobs. Hell yeah!
Poor Brett.
Ah,
Wow. Well, looks like rest in pepperoni, Bertonsky.
Since we are going with, you know, an old San Jose member, I'm going to go ahead and start off with my new San Jose member as my forward in the danger zone, with none other than Dan Hutton himself, who went 0-3 this week with a big fat -9 and 1 assist on the week. He had a god-awful week, and just, I mean, I've never seen Dan be this bad, and I just really wanted to take it upon myself to make him feel bad, and he should.
wow.
Look,
I'm scaring everyone away.
no, Dan scared everybody away. This is not my fault. Don't you put that on me, Ricky Bobby.
Fuck.
All right, moving on. We're off
To
the rails.
my shitter of the week.
Yeah, go ahead.
My shitter of the week. He requested in the chat box that he be called the shitter of the week, and so here you are. Death Star with a W99. I don't fucking know what your name's supposed to mean, but you went 0-3 on the week, had 18 penalty minutes, lost 5-0 to Bridgeport, 6-1 to Providence, and 4-0 to Laval with a massive 29.4 face-off percentage. This is a perfect example of playing with your TV off. Because obviously you weren't there for the face-offs, because I could fucking stand there sitting still and win at least 40% of my face-offs. I've seen it happen.
The game plays for you.
How do you manage that?
He had 1 assist all week and was shut out twice, and his 1 assist came against Providence.
18 penalty minutes, though?
Yeah, man, I thought I was bad taking 2 majors in 1 fucking game, which was bad, but this is bad.
That's
This is what you
bananas.
do. You take the right stick, you time it, and then you move it either this way, or you can even tie them up.
I hope your lessons are free because there's no way you're teaching people how to use the sticks.
I was about to say, wow, guys,
and-
everybody get out
okay.
your notepads.
I'm
Darius is giving out
7-2.
advice. Oh, man. All right.
I don't need my training wheels anymore. whatever you set up for me, I have delivered since playoffs.
You're welcome.
No. You're welcome.
Oh, no. Somebody, Sean's getting an ego. Somebody get a pin. We need to deflate his
I gotta
ego.
take over for the team somehow.
It's true.
It's true.
It's true. I've been a detriment this season. All right. Well, Dave, let's roll into our island segment. And who do you got for your top D-man this week?
My top D-man this week was Caustic of the Rochester Americans. Now, I picked Caustic not because of his point production. He only had 2 points this week as he went 2-1. But I picked him because of his takeaway giveaway ratio. This man went 2-1 while only giving away the puck 3 times and taking it away 14 times. Now, it's not a massive amount of takeaways by any means, but that ratio is fantastic. Not to mention, he also went +10 on the week. So, overall, a good week by Caustic. Him and his D partner did really good.
don't think I've ever had a week where I've had less than 20 giveaways. So, yeah, that's I mean, that's the truth. That's very impressive. 20 giveaways. Speaking of 20 giveaways, Bryson, who do you have?
What? Why did you say? Are you trying to insist something? I mean,
Wow. I mean, Marty McSaves, he was a very insightful goalie and very intelligent guy.
Anyone that is their main priority is LGAHL PSN is clearly cream of the crop, and I can't question their opinions.
Hey, he's also an ESHL goalie. He paid lots of money to play there.
Nothing like paying money to get your shit pushed in. But we're gonna go for on the island defenseman. This one didn't take me long, and I went to this guy because he personally handed me my first loss, and I feel like he is. Not only did he have a good season last season, but this season I feel like he's turned it up even more. It's going to be Petey Mac from the Stockton Heat. Petey played Colorado, Texas, but beat the M8 lads, handed the Malcheski and myself our first loss and possibly what led to the failure of this line. But, that's not even the game I'm impressed about. You see a lot of defensemen and they play in games and they, in these 10-0 wins, you see they have no points. Mitchie did it a lot last season. He'd get so frustrated when we win games like 8-2 and he'd have 0 points. Well, in the 10-2 win against Texas, PD was responsible for half those goals. It's pretty impressive for a defenseman that people seem to overlook a lot. So a very solid week by PD and well earned spot here on the island.
He ruined San Jose. What a prick!
He did.
What an asshole.
He's going to be chanting it in the chat box all week.
Yeah, great. Fuck. As if I need another reason to hate the chat box right now.
When I was on the Condors, we ruined a team last week.
We appreciate you.
That is true. Those Roadrunners. All right, Sean.
For my defenseman, he handed me my second loss this season. He wasn't on my side, though. I'm going to have to give it to Keeprick. Right D from the Manitoba Moose. Meese, 3-0. 1 goal, 2 assists, 3 points. Was a +5 on the week, 8 hits, and he was a -6 giveaway, takeaway. Kind of leading on that, but I mean, ever since last season, he's been phenomenal. I'm surprised he hasn't been called up yet, but yeah, Keeprick, defenseman of the week for me. How about you, Josh?
Well, I do want to say one thing. Kubrick learned everything he knows from me when we played together in Banana League UOHL, so that is entirely my doing. But my defenseman of the week is none other than RBK V420. I think it's Reebok V420, but I have no idea. Like I just really no clue. But he went 3-0 this week, and he beat 2 really good teams in the Pacific Division. He beat Stockton 5-4 with an assist and a +1 in that game, and then he beat San Jose 5-3 with an assist and a +1 in that game as well. And then against Bakersfield, he won 4-1 with an assist and a +2. And he had 5 takeaways and only 2 giveaways that game. One thing I got to say, everybody was expecting San Diego to burst out of the gates and be a top team, and they've really struggled out of the gate, but he's put together a really solid season with a 6-1-2 record. So good on you, buddy, and keep up the hard work. I can't wait to talk about this guy. My shit defenseman of the week is none other than last season's Game 7 right D for the San Jose Barracuda, Neil X25, who went 0-3 with a whopping 1 goal. He was only -3, losing to the Devils, losing to Syracuse, and losing to Lehigh. One thing I had to point out is the amount of giveaways that he had this week. He had 10 in one game, 8 in the next, and 6 in the next, contributing to his the second highest totals in the entire league for giveaways. Neil, maybe if you give the puck away less, you get more wins in those 1-goal games. But Maybe not too. We'll see.
All that playing with JVR kind of did him so well.
Oh, shit.
Jeez.
Guys in the NHL, let's leave him alone.
Yeah, big boy now.
Yeah, Sean, who do you got?
For my worst defenseman, it's not that he was like bad. I mean, he did go 0-2-1. I chose Ep03 from Bakersfield Condors. 1 assist, -5. Only -2 giveaway takeaway. But what are you doing with some of these trades that you're making? Come on, dude. Like, you know, that has to compensate for your brain on the ice. So I don't, you know, I don't know what you're doing. So
Hey, he got a good return on me.
yeah,
I'm worth a 7th round pick.
he just kind of traded like Gentry. You know, I don't know what the exact deal was, but Miles has been traded twice now by Manitoba. So you know, it's just
Poor Miles. He's been tossed
Miles is
around.
probably going to end up in Manitoba at least 3 more times during the season.
That'll be exciting.
Yeah.
Something
anyway.
to talk about.
Done talking about AO. You know, just think about what he did.
All right, Bryson looks like he's falling asleep over there, so we're gonna roll into who his shitter defenseman is.
You know, I'm pretty impressed we haven't overlapped anyone's picks. That's pretty good. Maybe we will. I might have jinxed it. But my shitter defenseman for this week is going to have to be, y'all are going to enjoy this one, but it's the young buck going 0-2-1, dropping a -10 on the week. Lost to Toronto, Laval, and Hartford. All pretty subpar teams, middle pack maybe. Yeah, just not a very good week for him. Put up 2 points, but I don't know. It was a pretty shitty week for Buck. I have nothing else to say.
Has he won a game yet, in all seriousness? Because I don't know.
He has 1 win. It's against Bakersfield.
Oh, sweet Jesus.
I
boy.
wasn't in that game.
Everyone and their blind grandmother has a win against Bakersfield, so
I don't.
yeah,
Don't worry,
we'll get you one. We'll get
don't
you
worry.
one.
Your
I
time
think
will
you
come.
might
Dave.
because you know, I think with all those losses, you're help contributing to wins against Bakersfield. So
You know what? Honestly, even though Bakersfield did not win a lot of games, I'm still 3-6. All right, not that bad.
That's respectable.
It's almost as good as Salty's record.
Oh, wow.
Jeez.
I have to
You know
take a
he's gonna
shot at my
trade you
new
now.
team.
well,
Come
you
on.
know, the backpack just got heavier on my line. So for me and Salty,
Oh, I'm stuck on your line. Oh,
unfortunately,
shit.
I don't know. You might not know. I don't know.
Who knows? Everything's a mess.
Hey, you know, I'm gonna go to my shit of the week. Screw you all. I hate you. My shit of the week played his first 3 games this week. Actually, he plays for the Ontario Reign. It is LaRue 97. Yes, he did win 2 games this week and had 3 points, but I picked him because he happened to have 30 giveaways and 4 takeaways. I mean, I understand that it's a little bit broken, but how do you play 3 games as a defenseman and take the puck away only 4 times? Bryson, I almost picked you. It was a giveaway type of week for me, and I almost picked you. But this guy, you had 14 takeaways. He had 4.
All right.
You had 31 giveaways and 14 takeaways. He had 30 giveaways and 4 takeaways. So that, and you had also a double his points. So,
Thank you for saving me.
Poor LaRue. I love that ginger. You just got shit on.
I mean, he did play San Diego, Stockton, and Tucson.
It's a tough week.
Yeah,
but
pretty tough. It's not.
still, it was a giveaway kind of week, and that's why I picked him.
Oh, that's fair. Definitely reasonable. So do you want to roll into who your top goalie is, Dave?
Yeah, I'm kind of sick and tired of talking about the guy. Guy might make me quit media, but I picked Grandpa Puff 420 this week. The reason I picked him is because I was looking at save percentages for the week on who to pick. And the guy had a 91.7% save percentage after 6 games played. And his goals against average was 0.95. I couldn't overlook it. He played against the Ontario Reign. the Cleveland Monsters, the Rockford Ice Hogs, the Chicago Wolves, and the Colorado Eagles. And his shutouts came against the Ontario Reign and a team that I can't see, and I'm too lazy to look it up. Sorry, Puff. I didn't pay attention to you. But he had 2 1-0 losses on the week, so he's holding his team in there for sure.
That's that guy's got the biggest ego of all the goalies in all of LG, I'm pretty sure. So anytime we get,
that's the problem.
I mean, yeah, he does deserve it, but talking about him does get annoying. It's just like Manitoba last season when we had to talk about fucking fourth line and Lindgros every fucking week. So I know exactly how you feel, especially considering every time we did the goddamn power rankings last season, Bryson always made me read off Manitoba every single fucking time. Speaking of Bryson, who do you got for your top goalie?
Well, I was gonna go with Grandpa this week, and I always try to find other, go out, break out of the norm. And not that Grandpa didn't have a good week, but I went with the goalie for Providence, Ariska or Arasaki. I don't know. I don't know. It begins with an A. Mr. A-hole here on Providence. Kiwasabi. The thing that stood out to me with him is he had a very nice 1.28 goals against average on the week, and his save percentage was an 89.3. 4 of his games he allowed 3 of his games he allowed 1 goal against. 1 he had a shutout. The 1 game he lost, there were 16 shots on him, and he won a game in which he faced 18 shots. 3 games he faced more than 14 or more shots. 75 shots total against. That's making your goalie work a lot, and he definitely had put himself in a pretty good week here. 5-1, only lost game against Lehigh Valley. He got his wins against Utica, Laval, Rochester, just to name a couple of them. Some pretty good teams. So a pretty good week here, and a new name emerging here as a recognizable good goalie this week.
Yeah, definitely. I've never heard of that guy. I did look up his gamer tag. It looks like it's Ariasaki. I have no idea. Maybe we can get Tanaka to read it off to us.
Kimosabi.
Wow.
No clue.
Bold take.
That's really crossing the fine line.
That's okay.
Yeah,
Sean,
got him with the cock.
Sean, who do you got?
Sorry, I just lagged out and came back in again. I just got tired of Bryson talking, so
Didn't ask.
I didn't.
Sure. Nobody asked.
Didn't ask. So no, this might be the first overlapping goalie. I picked Jonas Peterson from the Charlotte Checkers, 5-0 and 1.
Charlotte.
1.5 goals against, 69 shots against, nice. 59 saves, 85.5 save percentage, and 1 shutout on the week. We all thought he got carried by Fourth and them last season, but for him to go to Charlotte and the stats he's putting up there, Charlotte isn't doing that bad, but still, it's pretty impressive. So, Jordan, you got my pick.
Charlotte. Just so Dave will shut the fuck up.
Charlotte.
All right, I guess that leaves me. I hate talking about this team, mostly because I don't like their GM, because he's annoying as hell in the chat box and drives me clinical with all his Action Center complaints.
Clinical?
But none other than Tatar21 is my pick. He did not face a lot of shots this week, like at all. He only faced 36 shots. But he only allowed 3 goals the entire fucking week. Played 5 games, had 3 shutouts. He went 4-1, and his only loss, he allowed 1 goal to the Providence Bruins, and that was a 1-0 loss in his first game this week. I mean, that's, to me, even though you're not facing a lot of shots, I mean, that's incredible to have 3 shutouts in 1 week, and your only loss allowing 1 goal. 3 goals against is nothing short of phenomenal. I guess I could just roll right into my shit goalie of the week with none other than Angry Fawn 368505, who went 1-4 on the week, and he faced 62 shots, the least amount of shots of any goalie who had 4 losses. a 74.2 save percentage, and a 3.17 goals against average. His losses came against Charlotte,
Charlotte.
Wilkes-Barre. You're right, Charlotte. I'm sorry. Wilkes-Barre, Laval, Providence, and his only win on the week came against the lowly Toronto Marlies. So, I mean, get some defense in front of this guy or figure out how to stop a puck. Either way, got to be better. Sean, who do you got?
You sounded really indecisive there, so I didn't know if you want to pick me or not. But
Yeah, before you leg out.
yeah, all right, we'll get this thing quick. I noticed last week I picked the goalie of 2 games played. I kind of want to keep this trend to continue because the goalie I picked from the Milwaukee Admirals, Sammy B, 43.98, had a 7.5 goals against average on the week in 2 games. Impressive. He'd have 30 shots against in 2 games, 15 saves. So quick math equals 50 save percentage, 0 shutouts. How do you even say in these games? You lost 10-2 to Stockton. You lost 5-3 to Texas. It's pretty bad. I don't know who's in front of you, but I think they need to quit. I mean, honestly, but 15 goals in 2 games. I think I think it's time to hang up the skates. So that is my shitter of the week for goalie. Skates, pads, equipment, jockstrap. I don't care. Did not ask Dave.
I asked.
Wow.
Don't worry, Dave. I asked, and I'm also.
I don't care if you asked or
You know
not.
what? Fuck it. I quit.
Okay,
Dave,
it's not the first
God damn
person
it.
to quit this week, so go ahead.
Garrus is sending out a lot of hot takes, calling out people. I like it. I like this, Garrus.
Yeah, I'm just kind of. I'm not calling out the holy. If I say it in the mirror 3 times, he's going to come and I don't know. I don't know what he'd do to me. Probably, I don't even want to get into it. Never mind. I refrain from going any further.
Sean, I have no idea what the fuck you're talking about.
I'm not sure
You
you
feel like
someone
a
else
lost
better
idea.
than us. Yeah.
Garrus might as well be yelling 100-110.
No.
Conversation was like
someone who quit on us today.
going up, and then
I
kind
feel
of
like if I say his name in the mirror 3 times, he's just going to come out and.
you don't even know what you said.
No,
All right.
I know what I was going to say.
We're moving on. No more.
All American Rejects wrote a song, Move Along. Can we do that?
Yeah, please. Move along to Dave. Dave, who do you have?
What's up? I picked Lazy Kids in GA. Feel bad, nice guy and everything. As far as I've had contact with him, I don't know. But he lost 11-3 to Rochester. That is awful. I'm sorry. But all in all, I picked you this week because of your save percentage in those losses. So you played 4 games, 1 win, 3 losses, 70.3 save percentage with a 5.14 goals against average. You allowed 22 goals and 74 shots. I'd expect that out of like an ECU goalie. I'm sorry. I know you're better than this. Come back. And your team doesn't help you. I hate the Marlies. I said I hated Binghamton last week, so I'm going to say I hate the Marlies this week. Get a big fuck you from the whole team.
I don't know if there's anybody on the Marlies I want to say that I don't hate. Like last week I had to shout out Howie, but I can't remember.
Well, it was great. In our Rink talk in the thread, I got a whole fuck you from the entire Binghamton team, so it was great. So I hope I get another one from the Marlies.
Oh, that's straight fire, man. Creating enemies. I like this. Well,
it's against a shit team, so Barracuda don't got to worry.
Any attention is good attention. So, Bryson, who do you have for your shitty goalie of the week?
My shitty goalie, and I'd like to put a capital S, smelly, stinky pile of shitty on this one. Going from a very good week to a very caca-like week would be the Tucson GM Blindsy. As his tag states, he is clearly blind when he's playing goalie. Facing 58 shots this week. So he played 6 games. It's less than 10 shots per game. His one positive was a shutout against Chicago, in which he faced 3 shots. What is Chicago doing there? you can't tell me someone didn't accidentally bump the right stick and shoot more than 3 times on him. But he's got a shutout there, lowered his average, so it makes it look a little bit worse than it is. But losing 6-4 to Barracuda with 11 shots against, faced 12 shots against San Antonio and only allowed 2, so it was a pretty good game for him. But losing 6-2 to Grand Rapids, 53.8 save percentage in that one. Week in total, 69 save percentage and a 3 goals against average. Yeah, I mean, that's not a very good week for what you'd want out of your GM goalie playing, what you want out of yourself as a general manager goalie playing 6 games a week. So hopefully he can turn around and get back to where he was last week, where he had a 4-1 record.
But to be fair, Sammy B would have let in one of those 3 shots.
That's fair. Sammy B would have.
Based on the math, he would have let up 1.5 goals. So
I pray the end is near.
We're almost there. I promise.
the end is not.
I do want to point out that Dan Hutton was in that 3-shot game, Bryson.
Well, Dan Hutton's on the block for those that are interested.
Whoa!
Holy shit! We are fucking
Again.
this up. All right. I do gotta say, Bryson, I'm really surprised you didn't pick a certain someone as your shitty goalie of the week. So I'm just gonna go ahead and talk about him, and that would be our good old friend Marty McSaves.
I told you before, ESHL legend, plays in the LGAHL PSN. No more questions asked, please. He is the greatest.
Well, we picked up another
Fuck.
PSN hero who put up 90 points one season, and then he got waived because he couldn't keep up.
My level of asking is at a 0 right now, but thank you for sharing.
Wow. Just like the amount of goals you put on Stockton this week.
All right, Sean is on the block. Oh wait, we can't trade.
You can't trade me. That's why I took it.
Sean wanted to be safe.
Sean is more intelligent than I am. That's true.
Sean won his mini game on Survivor Island. He didn't want to get it off.
Can we play the Survivor theme? Can we just get Nicky Leaks in here and play it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Relax. I'm putting a bleep for that instead of you screaming in the mic. I do want to say really quickly, we have appreciated all the viewers that we've gotten week to week. I know we're not quite at the level that Access was at with our product and things like that, but I'm working really hard to get us there. A couple of ideas Dave and I had. We wanted to add in a short segment at the end where we each do a highlight of the week. Not necessarily, we highlight something that we're surprised about, like a big win here, a standout performance by a player there, or even you submit a clip to us and we view the clip and we say, hey, we're going to include this in our show. And I'll edit it into the video. We'll break down the play, what we think happened, what should have happened, stuff like that. And just something different. And nobody else does it. So if you guys are interested, let us know. And you could just submit your clips to me on LG, or you can email them to me at dunksdynasty@gmail.com. Either way, I'll take a look and I'll send them out to the boys, and we'll give our input.
Submit your clits.
Anyway, I just feel like throwing your email like that, you're just gonna get signed up for a whole bunch of lists that I can't
Send them on Xbox.
Yeah. Or
oh yeah, you can send them on Xbox.
I feel like there's gonna be I hope Dave Matthews.
It's too late.
I hope Dave Matthews Band doesn't mind using "Where Are You Going" for some of these clips for some of these defensemen and goalies. You know what?
That's a real knee slapper.
I really liked it last week when you weren't here.
Oh my god.
Man,
I liked week 1 when it was just me and Dave, right, Dave?
Yeah, we're the
But
best.
then you asked me to be on your show, so I mean, what really happened there?
Instant
Dave,
regret.
did you ask?
Trying to do the worst I can possible so I never get asked again.
Good.
Fuck off.
See, this is what you expect out of your media head.
That's right.
Oh my god. All right. Well,
Put dick in front of it, and you get Brayson.
Whoa. Taking
I'm
shots
kidding.
at the media head. Fired.
well, never mind. I'm not going to get into that. Garrus, you're going to be in the doghouse.
Submit your applications.
Sorry, I don't want to
Your
wake up my
application.
imaginary wife.
All right, I'm calling it. That's it. We're done. That is the end of Rink Talk this week. I hope you all enjoyed. This was a fucking disaster, guys.
Wait,
This
we're
was
not
a
on
shit
Twitch. We're not on Twitch right now. Oh,
show. Preston left. All right, that's it. Fuck this. We're done. Everybody, I appreciate you for watching.
Nice
And
one. Let's get to Taco Bell.
yeah, go to Taco Bell, jackass.
You picked me up some. Oh, he left. Fuck. I didn't even get my order in.
All right, well, you can text them. I want to thank you all for watching, and we'll see you all next week on episode 4 of Rig Talk. Thank you, and goodbye.